everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Trisha at Inky Planner. I have a little bit of a non-planner video today. This is a response to some requests. After filming my Crafty Essentials video, I mentioned that I work in this SmashBook, especially over the summer. And a couple of people asked for a quick flip through, so I'm going to do that. I don't want to get into tons of time, but I will provide the flip through, and I apologize if this is a little shaky. I haven't figured out how to film on my boat yet, so I am holding the camera in my hand. So I'll do my best, but I'll just flip through and show you what I got going on in here. This is like not super organized, it's not very complete, and it's just random, but I'm responding to the request. So on the first page, I saw this Live, Laugh, Love little printout somewhere. I just printed it out on my computer and pasted it in. I don't even know where it came from. This is really random. This was the first day I got this Smash journal, and I just started writing about what I was doing. And I was coloring with colored pencils. I was putting in some washi. There's a little picture here of my kids playing tennis, and I was talking about watching them playing, and even this word sports that I like ripped out of the newspaper that day. So just a little bit of randomness there. More randomness. I was just jotting down up here that we were getting our boat in the water, and this goes back to April of 2015. Some ideas on what I wanted to put in my scrapbook, some quotes from my then 2-year-old, which, you know, are always really silly. And my daughter had a spa party. Sorry for that little glare. I'm going to tilt this up. Maybe that's better. And all the girls had like the, you know, masks on their faces and the cucumbers on their eyes. And she was turning 7. It was really cute. So I just threw a couple of pictures in and some notes about that because she was starting to write her thank you notes. This whole big set of pages is all about diet and, you know, trying to make healthy choices and my struggles and ups and downs with when I find myself eating junk food and when I'm not happy with what I'm doing versus when I'm doing great and feeling really in control of things. And that's just a roller coaster that I ride all the time. And so, you know, I've just colored some random, you know, pictures of like fruit and food and stuff, put them in here, and just a lot of my thoughts and journaling on the subject. This silly page was my poor daughter was in the hospital overnight because she just had a nasty stomach bug, and she was just so cute and tiny in the little hospital bed and in the wheelchair. Hold on, sorry about that glare, but in the wheelchair with her little baby in her Elmo, and it just was really cute. So I was just jotting down like the whole experience of having her in the hospital. This page, which started out as just a plain grid page, and then I just drew and doodled all around the edges with colored pencils. And this is just sort of wish list, fun, you know, crafty planner stuff and dies and stamps and stuff that I would love. And this has been going on for over a year, so a lot of these things, you know, you can see them checked off like I've gotten them. And then some I haven't. So anyway, just some things I love. This whole silly page is about potty training and, you know, funny little updates like we've made no progress, and then, you know, I check back in and say, okay, this was a long process, but I think we're mostly there. And it was funny because my other 2 kids, I felt like they were potty trained like overnight, and my third one just took forever. She was on her own schedule. This page started out saying guilty pleasures, and I just really liked how it looked down there, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a fun little thing to kind of jot down. So I was writing down, you know, my silly guilty pleasures, like my favorite movie, which is My Cousin Vinny, and of course planner stuff and office supplies, and a few sweet treats like Haagen-Dazs ice cream and stuff like that. This next page has a little badge, and the title is MOPS, which is Mother of Preschoolers, and this was just all about getting involved in this mothers group and how it got me volunteering, and about how I sort of treasured the time of getting to know these other stay-at-home moms, and how it kept me sort of, sane during that year. I have nothing on this page. Oops, I skipped. This page was my daughter's 2nd birthday, and this is a little tag that I made to put on her present. Some pictures from her blowing out her cake, and everybody, we had her first birthday down on the boat, and this was us as a family down there. So just some memories of that. Stickers and washi and stamps and stuff in there. This other page says a few of my favorite things, and this is obviously still a work in progress. All these pages are. I keep coming back to them over and over. But I have, my volleyball team and watercolor and my 3 kids. I put that on there, my favorite things. This is a picture of me driving my boat, which is, my personal, I love my little boat because I can run it. And so that's a fun thing for me. My parents, which I love, this cute picture of them because I love the way they're laughing and looking at each other. So just little snippets of things. This whole page is places I would love to go. So I have a major travel bug, and I have been to a lot of places already, so I sort of made a note down here of some awesome places that I have visited already, but then I have a lot more on my bucket list as well. So I'd love to get to Thailand, and I've always wanted to hike Machu Picchu in Peru. I really, really, really need to get to Africa. That's a major one for me. My husband and I would love to go to Lake Como. So anyway, this page started out saying we're out of here. And I kind of took that as okay, let's get out of here. Let's be adventurous and travel. And so I just started playing with stamps. And when I wanted a photograph or an image, I would just go to Google and, take a snapshot or a screenshot or download a Google image and just print it out and glue it in. This next whole page is kind of about my journey at the Inky Planner Instagram address, and just sort of my mustering the courage to get, to start posting pictures of my stuff, and then the first video that I made, and how that led to being on the design team at Studio L2E, which is a huge honor to be invited to do that, and just kind of this journey that I'm still on, and I hope is just beginning. This set of pages is all about our summer adventures on the boat. So, I had to talk about our crazy summer schedule and what the kids' activities are like, and then, I've got a picture here of us on the back of our boat, and then this is a map of the places that we took the boat to, because we went what we call up north here in Michigan, but we went into Canadian water, and we were in various anchorages and little towns for over 16 days, I guess, up north, and just pictures of our family along the way. It's beautiful country up there. This snapshot, this is 2 different moments in time. So June 2015 on the left and March of 2016 on the right. And I kind of did the exact same format where I comment on, what am I listening to these days? And that's everything from at that moment, I was listening to the hum of the air conditioner, but also just favorite songs and music styles, eating choices, what are my favorite food kicks that I'm on, and am I eating well? Am I happy with the way I'm eating, or am I frustrated that I can't get it under control? Drinking, I wrote down here, big news, because I kicked pop, which is soda, I'm sure the rest of you call it, but here in the Midwest or in Michigan we call it pop. But that was a big one. I was a Diet Coke drinker, and I was just I gotta get this out of my life. So that was a big one. Wearing what kind of clothes and styles and things, and feelings. And I guess I love that my first word on this side was feeling blessed, And my first word over here was feeling well-rounded and organized. So I guess those are very positive, good things. And I like looking back on those. This actually was the precursor, or my notes, when I made my essentials video. I started out with this page, and it says stuff to put in my craft kit for the boat. And I just started jotting down, you know, categories. So inks, stamps, miscellaneous stuff, and I wrote crafty crap on there. A few favorite washies, some watercolors, stuff like that. So I was just having fun with all of that. And then I actually have, there are a few slots like photo pocket pages in here. And this is just like a watercolor sheet that I had colored in. I think I did that when I was at jury duty, and I was just stuck it in here for a place to keep it. There's nothing on that page. Nothing on this page yet. Nothing here. This is just a picture that we popped out of a magazine, and both my husband and I were like, yes, let's go there, please. And so it was just like my little mental escape page. We've never been here. I don't even really know where it is, but it looks just very Caribbean-ish, and that's right up our alley. This says over here, you have bright ideas. This was printed in the book to begin with, and so I kind of jumped on that theme, and I was putting in some successes of my kids at school. So Catherine won this award here from her teacher, and this was my daughter like reading to the class. And anyway, I just popped that in here. And then I do have a page for each of my kids, and these don't follow any timeline. I literally just jam stuff in there about their personalities and some of their hobbies and things they love. And so this is my daughter, and I actually, it's funny because when I started this, she was 7, and I had, wait, let me open this. And this was her school picture. Sorry about that little glare there. Let me pull that up again. This was her school picture. And then I caught a picture of her almost a year later, but in the same dress. And like, I was fascinated by how much her face had changed, and how much older she looked. And, you know, and then I just like flipped the little 8 on top of the 7 here, because time had elapsed. And she's super creative. So I wrote her name at the top. She's super creative. So I just printed out this little picture of a palette. She's my total storyteller. Oh my gosh. And sometimes I don't even think half of it's true, or she just like makes stuff up. But so I just had to kind of write about that. You know, that's a big part of her personality. So I was jotting about that, and she got her ears pierced on her 8th birthday. A couple pictures of her. She's a wild sleeper, so I was just writing that in. Just some little things that make her her. You know, and she loves to fish. So I put that in there, and little note from school about, you know, them separating her out for, you know, her talent, whatever. Anyway, so that's Catherine's page. And then this page is mostly blank. I just started this where I wrote like delish up here, and anytime I'm somewhere, because I find myself doing this where I'm at a party and there's like a delicious appetizer, and whoever made it, I'll say, oh my gosh, what'd you do? And they'll describe it to me. And then I'll never, you know, I'll never make it, or I'll never remember that. So I'm trying to like jot that stuff down and, you know, give myself some new ideas for dishes to try and whatever. This next page, this is another pocket protector for photos. And so I have nothing really facing this side, and then this is not very organized yet, but this is a prompt that I have seen on a lot of Smash journals out there, where it just says I am, and this page is about me. And it is, you know, I have a photograph of me riding in a plane last summer, and then one of me and the kids, and then just a lot of words that I've chosen that I think describe me the best way that I can. You know, I'm a total word freak. Of course, a planner girl. I'm trying to be more flexible. You know, I'm very blessed. Very grateful. I, you know, have my volleyball and tennis that mean a lot to me, and just, you know, things that I try to, you know, aspects of myself and facets of my life that I try to be aware of, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that's my page. I have nothing here on this horse page. So like my daughter, Catherine, this is my son's page. So I wrote Andrew up here at the top. And he's our oldest. So I have a little note here about what a great big brother he is to his two little sisters. He's just so sweet with them. And he's a really like focused, intense kid. Really, really stays with a project and stuff, and markedly so. So I just wanted to write a little bit about that. Along those lines, he's great at like puzzles and Legos and building things, and he says he wants to be an engineer. He's only 10, but he's got that figured out, right? And then, this little picture, he's all crazy about being on his scooter. So this is him like mid-jump on his little trick scooter, and a bunch of goofy shots of him and his buddies and playing lacrosse. And so anyway, just a little page about him. And then I got a blank one. These are quotes that I love, some of which I've written in, some I have in just like, these are thickers that I just stuck on here, and then some that I found on like Pinterest and then I print out, or this one was a sticker. So just quotes that I think are meaningful, and that, when I go back and read these, they make me smile or they resonate with me in some way. This is just doodles. Oh my gosh, just random, like almost embarrassing doodles. Darlene DeVries, who is an awesome card maker. She did this Zentangle sample. Wait, let me get that page out of there. And so I was just trying to copy it, trying to practice it and make this look as three-dimensional as possible. So that was just doodling that, and I think there were some doodles from somebody on Instagram, and I was copying those, and whatever, just silliness. This page I have nothing on. This page is, I really don't even like love how it looks, but it is all about my husband and I, and my husband and me, excuse me, and our relationship and fun stuff that we do together. And we're really like, we're just best friends. We love to be together and have a great marriage, and I find I'm just extremely blessed. I feel really grateful for all of that. So I kind of jot down, like, these are a lot of our inside jokes, like silly stuff we say to each other, and some pictures of us in special places or on special trips. This was us at a Jimmy Buffett concert. That was my birthday present last year, and we just had a really great time. We made a whole weekend out of it, and we love music, the two of us do. Us on vacation last year, and at a formal event that we went to this year, at a wedding, just stuff. So that picture is sort of about us, or this page, excuse me. And then the next one is our third child. This is Julia, our little one. And so I've written her name in, and I just have a bunch of pictures of her, and then I printed all of these out on from Google, and they're just all of her little favorite shows and characters and things that she loves. And then I have some of her funny little sayings, and moving into a big girl bed, which happened this year. Let's move over here. Oops, nudie shot. And her brother all snuggled up and riding her bike, her brand new big girl bike with training wheels, with her backpack on, because she's super excited to start school in the fall. And just talking about how when I stopped working, which has been about 1.5 years now, it's just such a gift that I get to spend every day with her. They're not always easy days, but it is a gift, and we are just cherishing the time. Both my husband and I are just cherishing the time that we have before she's off to school full time, and she's our last one. So you know how that is. We just feel like it's all going so fast. And I'm sure many of you parents out there can relate to that. I don't even know what is going on this page. I think I was just playing with a stencil and a sticker. This page was, I loved these cute necklaces in the Vineyard Vines catalog, and I just ripped those out, and these sweatshirts. Just, I don't know why. I just was like, yeah, I'd love that. And then this is just some silly card quotes. And then again, back here, little sketches. When I was doing more card making, which I'm not doing as much of now, I was creating little sketches. Like, so I'll give you one example. Hold on, sorry about the zoom. This is a little sketch where I have a whole bunch of like ice cream cones, and then I was going to make them all pretty bland and then have one be like wild and different and say you are one of a kind and have that be like a birthday card. And so then like here it is in reality. I made a bunch of like vanilla looking ice cream cones and then one that had like a strawberry and a mint chip scoop. And instead of one of a kind, I wrote happy birthday, or I stamped, excuse me, happy birthday with a cherry on top. So this whole page is about sketching out ideas and then putting in a photo of that idea coming to life. So, and that's the end of my book. So, it's very random, and that actually took longer than I thought it would because there's a lot of pages, and you can see I've been doing this for over a year, probably a year and a half, and there's so much space. This thing will just continue to get stuffed and stuffed, and I go back into these pages that look full, and I just add more and more to them, and then of course there are some that I haven't even touched yet. So, so this is just fun for me. It's just a relaxing sort of, no rules, no pressure, just shove it in and have some fun kind of a project. So hopefully this video wasn't too terribly shaky and it's not making you nauseous. And hopefully it is, you know, it's filling the request of a couple of you out there that said that you would love to get a peek inside this book. So there you have it. Thanks as always for watching, and see you next time.